inspiring teachers can create good geographers. And in my case, there was a man called John Hall. And John Hall, when I was about 10 or 11 at my prep school in Sheffield, he was very keen on getting us out of the classroom and into the field to do to look at the geography of Sheffield. Sheffield was a great or an interesting place for a geographer because it's built on 7 hills like Rome, which resembles in no way at all. But they don't make iron and steel in Rome. Anyway, the origins of the iron steel business all based on the water, the mills, the presence of coal seams, millstone grit, and all that sort of thing. And he brought it to life by taking us out and showing us around and letting us see for ourselves. And he even went further afield. And you can't really imagine what it was like just after the war in Sheffield. The prospect of travel was almost nil because there were no cheap flights to anywhere in the world. The trains were always crowded. I was just resigned to being stuck in Sheffield and reading about the rest of the world in magazines like the National Geographic and reading Biggles books like Biggles in the Gobi. Biggles flies north, Biggles flies south.
Do you remember
Biggles flies undone, as Eric Idle said. Not a worthy remark. Moment like this. Anyway, the Biggles stories. And what he did was actually take us on trips just away from Sheffield. We actually went to places like Leeds. We actually went to Nottingham, which for us was a great day out. And not only would he take us to Nottingham, Mr. Hall would show us why Nottingham was successful. And that was largely because it made cigarettes at the time. The John Player factory was at Nottingham. So we took all these little 10-year-old kids to go and see enormous amounts of cigarettes coming out, one after the other. They are so un-PC now. And we were absolutely fascinated and rather disappointed at the end when the teachers were given 40 Capstan cigarettes and we were given, I think we were given ashtrays to give to our parents. But anyway, it, as I say, brought the subject to life and managed to make geography connected with the life we saw around us. I mean, what my father did, he worked in a steel for a steel company. Why was steel made in Sheffield? Geography gave me those clues. So my interest in geography was stimulated by Mr. Hall. Later I went away to school, to a public school, private school as it should be called really, called Shrewsbury School. And there another inspirational geography teacher called David Brown took over. And he was a great eccentric at the time. I mean, he later became a Rajneeshi, but he was not really that eccentric. But